All right, so this is James Jackson again. I'm going to walk you through another one of these lessons learned videos. This one's on making a website. So let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to talk to you about Weebly. Weebly is a drag and drop website editor. It's super fast, really, really easy. Also, there's another website called Wix, and it's very similar to Weebly. I don't know if there's a benefit to using one over the other. I like Weebly, so I'm going to show you that one. I'm going to talk to you about GoDaddy. GoDaddy is a domain hoster. You can just buy a domain name there. It's really, really easy. I'm not going to show you how to use it. I'm just going to tell you you can buy a domain name and then connect it to your Weebly. We found in the past that it is a lot better to either buy the domain on Weebly or tell Weebly that you own the domain you bought on GoDaddy. And that's just because if you domain forward, you can do what's called a domain forwarding to Weebly from GoDaddy, and we found that the Google Analytics gets lost at that point. So a lot of the data that you want to get is sort of lost if you do that. So don't do that. And I'm going to talk to you and show you how to use Google Analytics. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to go over to Weebly just to show you what I was doing. I'm going to log out and log back in. So I'm going to log in with the Crocker Fellow 14 Gmail. This is something we were using all last year. So log in. So right here we've got the Grademaster and Hustle Meter websites. These are two different ideas we wanted to understand. But I'm going to create a new website, so add site. And this is why I like Weebly so much. It is so easy. So you're going to scroll down and just look at all the different sites, all the different templates. Cool. I'm gonna choose this one. And normally you'd probably spend a lot more time deliberating over which website to use, but I'm just going to show you this one because I can. So now it's going to bring up this dialog of what the domain of your website should be. So I'm gonna if you had a GoDaddy domain, you could just type it in there, but I don't. So I'm just going to type in crockertutorial.weebly.com. So right there, that's going to be the domain name of my site. So continue. All right, so here's the Weebly editor. You can edit that image. You can change the name of your site, or you can. But really, what you do is over here on the side is you have all these things that you can drag into the website. So I'm going to make a new title. I'm going to call this Crocker Tutorials. Cool. I want some text. Some text here. Great. Maybe I want an image. So on this page, you usually want to be talking about your product, trying to generate some insights. People will get on this. This is the landing page. So people will get pointed to this site, to this web page, and then they'll scroll down, they'll learn about your product, and they'll see a picture of it maybe. And then if you want to understand how interested they are, you can add a button, and this will give you what's called a click-through rate. And you want to understand your click-through rate because you want people interacting with your site. You want to see how engaged they are. If they just read the first page and leave, then you know that something's wrong. So I want to edit this button. All right. So now I have a button. Now I need it to go to a second website. I'm going to go to this pages. I'm going to add a new page. Let's call it the second. Oh wow. Second page. Okay, this is the page layout. I'm going to create this second page here. Great. So maybe on this second page, I have a little bit more text, a little bit more information, and like a contact form. So I'm going to drag in this contact form. Awesome. Okay, but now I need to link the two pages together. So I'm going to go back to the home page, click on this button, link. Oh, why is it loading? There we go. I'm on a standard page, second page, save. Cool. So now the two pages are connected. All right. So now I want to really understand. I want to get that data about how interested people are in my site. To do that, I'm going to use Google Analytics. So Google Analytics. Let's back out to the. Here we go. I'm going to go log in. So you log in right here, access Google Analytics. And see, these are all the websites I have. So this is the Laser RC website I was working on a while back. But we're going to make a new website. So go to admin. We're going to go to property, create new property. Website name, Crocker tutorial. And it's crockertutorial.weebly.com. Get tracking ID. So I've talked about this before, how Google Analytics works, but what it is it's a HTML script that you embed on each of your sites. So what happens is when someone opens your website, the computer downloads this script, runs it, and that sends a message to Google Analytics about who they are and that sort of thing. So let's go back to the Weebly code, or Weebly website, and I'm going to drag an embed code block right here, right at the bottom. And then I'm going to paste that script, right? And it disappears. So it's invisible, no one will ever see it, but that'll track the people who view your site. So I'll go to the second page, do the same thing. So I'm going to drag this embed code here, insert that script. It's exactly the same script and disappears. Awesome. Now we have Google tracking on our website. So let's say that I've spent the time to really get this website perfect. It does exactly what I want it to. Let's go ahead and publish. Again, it's going to ask about the domain, and now it's going to publish the website. Awesome. So we can go to this site, and it will show us our thing. It also wants to sell me the domain name. So if you don't want to use GoDaddy, you can go ahead and just buy the domain on Weebly. I've done that before, and it's worked just fine. So let's go over to crockertutorial.weebly.com just to check out and make sure that the link is working. Hey, here's our website. Cool. Let's check the link. Nice. Brought us to the second page. Okay. Now let's look at our Google Analytics. So let's go home here. Crocker tutorial, all website data. So this is the data that comes from the website. Now this is where the interesting stuff happens. So sessions, this gives you how many times like a computer interacted with your website. Users are right there, have at least one session within the selected date range. So returning users are going to be counted there. Page views, the number of pages viewed. So bounce rate is something, it's the percentage of single page visits and then left. So you don't want, if you have a high bounce rate, that means that you're not engaging your customers like you should. So that's a really good indication of how well you're getting people right off the bat. Pages per session gives you an idea of click-through rate. So this data is usually a little bit slow. I found that it's at least a couple hours, sometimes a day slow. However, there is this real time, which sometimes works. So right now it's working. So we have one active user on the site. Sometimes the server takes a minute to really link up. But right now we have this one active user. Obviously that's me. So I've clicked on 2 pages. Pretty cool. It's in Provo. I don't know why anyone else would be on the site. Can't be surprised that it's me, but here it is. See, look. So I go home. It should show another page view right there. Boom. Pretty cool, huh? So that's how Google Analytics works. Later on in the day, it'll probably show that there's one session and one user and 3 page views. So that's kind of how this is how it works. So good luck on all your website creation adventures.